Life, how beautiful it is. How amazing it is to be able to rise up in the morning and have that sun shine on your face rather than on your grave. What makes life so unique and so beautiful? It is beautiful because whatever you have that you may be facing, what you may be dealing with, life is still good. Life has so many moving parts, but life is always good. Every day is a new day and another opportunity that others may not have. This life that you have been given, this life that you are temporarily holding on to, this life that has been just given to you for only temporary reasons, has more meaning than you can ever imagine. So many people in the world take life for granted instead of realizing that you have to take the opportunity to live it the best way you know how. Now on this journey of life, you're gonna face a significant amount of circumstances, a significant amount of challenges. You're gonna fall into areas that you cannot understand, and maybe it's not in a position for you to understand at that moment. When you start to feel that you are in a position that you don't love your life, then shame on you, because your life is a beautiful thing and no one deserves to ruin it. No one deserves to control it. No one deserves to steal your joy. Your life is your life, and you have the right to live it the best way you can. You must discipline yourself and take full control and responsibility for the outcome or whatever it is that you are seeking at this moment. There are going to be so many different things that you will embark on. There are going to be so many different things that's going to try to slow you down. There are going to be so many different challenges that you must face. But instead of running away from the challenge, run towards the challenge. Be able to understand that life has meaning. It has reason. And all of these things that you may be thinking that is so hard on you, just remember, sometimes you're gonna have to go through these changes, these circumstances that puts you in a position to make you feel that you're not worthy anymore. But make no mistake, you are worthy. You were created for something. You wasn't created for nothing. Life has a gift of giving, a gift of receiving. And whether if it's good or bad, you got to make sure you understand that these circumstances and these challenges has to happen in your life. You will come to a point that you may feel that you are in a hopeless situation. You may come to a point in your life where you're at the end of a rope and the only thing left to do is to climb up, because you only can do so much for so long. But make sure you're doing much more instead of doing less. Stop stressing about the things that you cannot control and start focusing on the things that you have control of. Take control of your life. Take control of the opportunities. Believe in yourself. And know that it is not over for you. So many people out there in this world right now will try to tell you not to be something that you feel in your heart that you want to be. So many people out there right now are miserable, and they'll try their best to take you with them. Do not let misery control the life that you have. Do not let anyone tell you how to live it. Do not let anyone validate your purpose. Do not let anyone validate your destiny. Someone told you a long time ago that you wasn't worthy. Someone looked you in the eye and said you wasn't gonna make it. I say to you right now that you will make it. I say to you right now that you must make it. I say to you right now that you must tell excuses, fear, and doubt that it has no place in your place of business. For this is your life that you are fighting for. This is your life that you are living for. And make no mistake, no one is gonna do you better than you. Don't wait for something to happen. You make it happen. You make it happen for a reason. And take full responsibility and control of this thing we call life.
You're still here, and you get another chance this day to do better and be better. Another chance to become more of who you were created and what you were created to fulfill.
Everyone in the world is capable of living outside the role or beyond the roles that they place themselves in, no matter what it is. You're not just a dad, you're not just a banker, you're not just a brother or a son or a convict. It doesn't matter. Like, everyone is bigger, much bigger, infinitely bigger than the roles they place themselves in, and is capable of reaching potential greater than anything they could imagine.
You can live the life you desire. It's right there in front of you. But in order to achieve it, you must first see it, then believe it, and then you must graciously ask and train your brain to help you execute your vision.
So when you start to focus and you delete distraction from your life, and you start to get seriously invested in doing one thing staggeringly well, and you practice that one thing over and over, a term to think about is mundanity. You do one simple, seemingly insignificant thing every day around your main skill, and it's very mundane, but small daily improvements over time lead to world-class results. Well, here's what happens in your brain. You start to isolate a single neurocircuit around that skill, and that starts to trigger a certain type of brain cell called an oligodendrocyte, which then releases myelin. Myelin is a fatty tissue that starts to wrap around that single neurocircuit related to that main skill you've been practicing. And when myelin starts to wrap around the brain circuit, what happens is you have accelerated learning times, you can see more quickly, heightened perception, and you'll learn more quickly. And that is really the quote-unquote secret of the great producers. It's not a result of some natural gift, but their daily practice, their relentlessness and their grit, their work ethic, and their singular focus and sacrifice.
A great life is built not by revolution. A great life is built by evolution. Small and steady wins the race. What you do every day is far more important than what you do once every decade. I want you to really think about that idea. What you do every day is simply your life in miniature. And as you live every single day, so you're crafting your life. What you do over the next hours is really building your future. And if you can just get every single pocket of 24 hours right as best as we humanly can, the rest of our life is going to take care of itself. So small wins matter.
The scripture says we will eat the fruit of our words. You are planting seeds when you talk. At some point, you're going to eat that fruit. My challenge is make sure you're planting the right kind of seeds. If you want apples, you have to sow apple seeds. If you want oranges, you can't plant cactus seeds, poison ivy seeds, mushroom seeds. You're going to reap fruit from the exact seeds that you've been sowing. In other words, you can't talk negative and expect to live a positive life. You can't talk defeat and expect to have victory. You can't talk lack, not enough, can't afford it, never get ahead, and expect to have abundance. If you have a poor mouth, you're going to have a poor life. If you don't like what you're seeing, start sowing some different seeds. We may not realize it, but we're always feeding ourselves. What we watch, listen to, the people we're around, the thoughts we're dwelling on, that's feeding our inner man. If you go to lunch with people that talk bad about the boss, make fun of a coworker, put down a friend, they're feeding you gossip, feeding you jealousy, feeding you disrespect. Here's the key. Whatever you feed is going to grow. You may not like what they're feeding you. You're a nice person. But if you continue to hang around them, before long, you'll be gossiping. You'll be critical. You'll be disrespectful. Why? Because you kept feeding the wrong things. If you're always feeding negative thoughts, thinking, I'll never get well, I'll never meet the right person, you're feeding doubt, feeding mediocrity, feeding fear.
If you know exactly what you want to be, you need to spend as much time with people that are actually that already. You cannot let a fear of failure, or a fear of comparison, or a fear of judgment stop you from doing what's going to make you great. You cannot succeed without this risk of failure. You cannot have a voice without the risk of criticism. And you cannot love without the risk of loss. You must go out and you must take these risks.
You don't have the time to waste time, because time doesn't wait till you discover your purpose. If you don't know why you was born, time is still moving. And if you discover your purpose at 90 years old, it's too late.
You don't know how young you are. What if you die in 2 years? You're pretty old right now. You got 2 years left. And if you're 50 years old and you're feeling discouraged, well, remember the advice about planting a tree. When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago or today? So if you're 50 and you feel like life left you behind, well, get started right now. Better late than never. Better late than never. Don't think about time and age so much. It gets people distracted. When the whole world's distracted, you be focused.
You have to trust your own voice, your own ideas, your honesty, your vulnerability. And through this, you will find your way. You do not have to be fearless. Just don't let fear stop you. Live like this as best you can, and I guarantee you will look back on a life well lived. You are capable of greatness in your profession, and more importantly, in your quality of self. Stay hungry. Stay young at heart. Take those risks. You are going to change the world around you in big ways and in small.
But see, anybody, if you want to, can go searching for a good plan, pick it, and start working it. And sure enough, as the time passes, as it surely will 5 years from now, 10 years from now, then you'll be winding up wearing what you want to wear, driving what you want to drive, living where you want to live, become what you want to become. But now's the time to fix the next 10 years. And who can? Anybody.
You were created to give life and make a difference with your gift somewhere. That's why you came to this place.
You want to improve? You want to get better? You want to get on a workout program or a clean diet? You want to start a business? You want to write a book or make a movie or build a house or a computer or put together some mobile application? Where do you start? You start right here. And when do you start? You start right now. You initiate the action aggressively. You go.
When you first begin a journey, you never know what to expect. But you can expect the unknown. It's the funny thing about life. It's a journey without a map. There will be obstacles and bumps on the road. Sometimes they'll close doors. People will say no. But you must ride along. You must ride, ride, ride. And live. Feel the light. Alone. Feel the power. Make your own way. And when others follow a trend, change direction. Because you are in control. So be gentle, be kind, but always aim high. And enjoy life's twists and turns, even when it's rough. And even when you find roadblocks, just remember, there's always a way, a detour. So construct a new way. Move against the current, against the grain. Follow your instinct, your gut, even when your legs are tired and trembling. When you feel right on the ledge and you think you can't go no more, get on your feet. No matter how tired you are. If you're going through it, smile. And I know sometimes you want to give up. I mean, you really want to give up. But that's when you gotta look back. And remember to enjoy the view. Because what's behind you, your path, is what made you. who you are now. But it's up to you to make the future. Be determined. Be persistent. Be passionate. Inspire others. And don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Believe. Have blind faith that everything you dream will become a reality. And just when you think you're falling behind, when everyone's leaving you behind, try harder. Push yourself. You'll catch up. Even when you're ignored, be kind. And try harder. And when you finally make it to the top, and your goals are becoming what your imagination dreamt, breathe and enjoy. Smile. Because even then, now they will want what's yours. Eat from your dream.
Winners don't do different things, they do things differently. And many times people ask, what do they do differently? One, folks, winners form the habit of doing things that losers don't like to do. And what are the things that losers don't like to do? They're the same things that winners don't like to do either, but they do it anyway. Losers don't like to get up in the morning. Winners don't like to get up in the morning either, but they get up anyway. Folks, losers don't like to work hard. Winners don't like to work hard either, but they work hard anyway. Winners form the habit of doing things that losers don't like to do. Folks, someone asked, are positive thinkers fools? Don't they recognize we all have limitations in life? Folks, don't we all have limitations in life? Yes, no. Folks, the answer to that is winners are not fools. Winners recognize their limitations but focus on their strength. Losers recognize their strength but focus on their weaknesses. Folks, this one sentence is so powerful, it can change anybody's life. Let me repeat. Winners recognize their weaknesses but focus on their strength. And losers recognize their strength but focus on their limitations. They learn to turn a weakness into a strength. I'm going to share with you a prime example. How can a person turn a weakness into a strength, folks? Our greatest weakness can become our greatest strength. There was a company that used to publish Bibles. They hired a salesperson and they gave him a very unproductive territory. And folks, within a very short time, in the most unproductive territory, this person became the top-selling person in the company. They had an annual convention. Typically, they invite the best salesperson to the dais so he could share. When he came to the dais, folks, they found this person couldn't speak properly. He was a stammerer, a stutterer. Folks, I'm going to mimic a little, but if anybody here is suffering from that kind of a disability, please take it constructively. I'm not making fun at all. I'm just making a point here. He came to the dais, and they asked him, how come you are the best salesperson in the country? He said, when I go door to door, and I knock a door when the lady or the man used to open, I used to say, ma'am, you don't have to buy these Bibles at all. I can read it for free, or you can buy it. It's up to you. They said, don't read it, we will buy it. Don't read it, we will buy it. Can you imagine, folks? He turned a weakness in life into a strength. Our greatest weakness in life can become our greatest strength. I'll share with you, folks. I just have the other day I was passing by and I picked up a newspaper clipping. Yeah. In the newspaper, this was about a year and a half ago in India. It says Karate Kid KO's handicap with the roundhouse kick. KO's his knocks out. Karate Kid KO's handicap with a roundhouse kick. A 15-year-old boy, he has a polio kid, paralyzed waist down. He's representing the state in national martial art. Hello? A polio kid representing the state in national martial art. He's not fighting disabled. He's fighting people like you and me with two legs. And they asked him, how did you do it? He said, when I started it was very painful. But he said, because of my polio, I am able to swing my leg 180 degrees and slap the person on the face, which people with two normal legs can't take a 180-degree swing. Hello. Look at this. Folks, he turned a weakness into a strength. Remember one thing, folks. People who have to do things in life, they do it in spite of problem, not in absence of. And people who don't have to do it, you give them everything in life, they will still never do it. There are many, many examples. How many of you heard a group called MAD in the United States? Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. Anybody heard that group? Yeah, MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. There was a lady, she had a little girl, a drunk driver killed her. She got so angry that day. And you hear anger is a weakness. She got so angry that day, she said, I'm not going to let this kind of thing happen to another child or their parent. And she formed an organization called MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, and started a membership drive and went from one town to the other to the other. Today, I believe she's in over 21 countries, and she is changing the laws in the United States Congress. One woman got angry. Hello? One woman got angry, and look what she did. Folks, many times you hear people saying, I'm only one person, what can one person do? Folks, whenever history has been made, always one person did it. Masses never did it. And go check all through history. Positive thinkers have always been in minority, but they have always been a one-man army. Always. It is well said. Masses never created history, always one person did it. If you want to be successful in life, just see what the masses are doing. Do the opposite, you'll be successful. Hello? Folks, going against the grain takes a lot of guts and conviction. Hello? Going against the grain takes a lot of guts and conviction. And that is what is called leadership.